We are with Coach Cooper, the head coach of the Edgewood Warriors. Coach Cooper, first of all, thanks for coming on the show. Really excited to get you on here. You guys are preparing for another postseason this year, second year getting back there. But before we get into that postseason talk, let's talk a little bit about preparing for this season, which ended up being so incredibly special for you guys. You've got a young man by the name of Tony Hall, who has broken pretty much every passing record Ashtabula owns. You, as an Ashtabula quarterback, it's got to be nice to see that you were behind that. Let's talk a little bit about what this season and how this season has went.
Well, this season, from this standpoint, from the standpoint of how it's went so far, it's really a culmination of our work in the off season. We did a bunch of things from challenging our kids physically, to making sure they were being challenged mentally as well by doing things like the Gold Star Challenge, where we did some workouts at the beach, did some workouts, some jujitsu stuff, that challenged them both physically and mentally, because it forced them to get uncomfortable. And during football games, you got to get uncomfortable. You got to be able to make adjustments. You got to be able to adapt. So I think our preseason and our offseason work, is really a combination of what you see right now as far as the brand of football we're playing.
Yeah, coming into this season, last year you were a really junior heavy team. So obviously that means this year you got a whole lot of seniors going out there. As a head coach, and you're getting to see these guys now coming into their senior year, what were some of the things you saw that changed in those guys? Because there's kind of a whole different accountability that you can see when we watch you guys play football.
Yeah, when you talk about belief, winning cures a lot. So, getting our kids to really work hard, you can never guarantee success. But I think also when you work hard and you genuinely are together for one true cause, you can really get a lot of things from it, and you can really position yourself. So I think we've done a great job of positioning ourselves. And then by positioning ourselves and making sure our foundation is hard work and dedication, our seniors have really embraced the team. And I can really say we are a player driven team. Yes, obviously I lay out goals and expectations, but our seniors do a great job of making sure those goals and expectations are met by the underclassmen. So they've really taken our team taken our team over, and established a love and a bond that really surpasses even what you see on the football field. And I think that's the reason as to why you see us so together, why you see we can face some adversity and not really flinch, still keep playing. Those are things that Edgewood football teams haven't done in the past, and it really speaks to our seniors. It really speaks to the culture that we're trying to build as far as just being accountable, and trying to be the best version of yourself, at all times. So they've really done a great job of leading, and our underclassmen have done a great job of following, and really starting to understand what it truly means to be an Edgewood Warrior football player.
Yeah, and you guys have had a great season so far this year. Gone out there. You've had some games that obviously you would want back. 6 points is the difference between you guys being 9-1. So I would say that's a pretty good one. But as you guys prepare for another playoff year, you guys got to take that ride down Route 11 into NE8 country again. What are we getting ready to see? What do you want to make sure you get accomplished for this playoff game coming up?
Well, we want to learn, and be better. Last year we played a tough Struthers team, and we really didn't compete in the first half of that game. A lot of it was because of some schematic things and some personnel things. But the other caveat was just we hadn't experienced it before. So, and we understand that in life the best teacher is experience. So this year we are banking on the experience that we gained last year, and we don't have that just happy to be here mentality. We've earned the right to be here, by the work we've put in. So we're preparing, to make sure that we go out and compete at a high level, play in and play out. I think it's a very comparable matchup, and we have a great deal of respect for the Niles football team, and what they bring to the table. But this is definitely a different Edgewood Warrior football team from the standpoint of, we're not just happy to be in the playoffs. Our expectation coming into the season was to make the playoffs, and now it's time to really make sure we put our best foot forward and take the next step. And that's make sure we compete at a high level, and then when that clock hits 0 in the fourth quarter, or whatever that may be, just make sure we put our best foot forward. And as long as we've done that, I like our chances.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm really liking your chances. I'm really excited to see this one. Congratulations on a beautiful season, and we'll see if Shalimar was right and the second time around is going to be better, right? So we'll be – thanks for coming on, and I'll talk to you soon.